It's a Sunday afternoon and I'm flying an A10C on ShadowReapers' new 90s Afghan map.
Mission waypoint is 2-1. Adjust your heading to proceed.
So I'm heading out from Camp Bastion, flying fairly north, and I'm on my way to attack a base. This is a more modern scenario than their 80s map. So in the A10 we've got TGP now, and the range of weapons we can use is extended a little bit. While I set myself up properly and fence in, one thing that's slightly different about the Afghan map in the general experience is that the targets here all seem just a little further apart than some of the other maps. So my journey time here in the A10, it's about 15 or 20 minutes. I've got to fly about 70 miles. I'm already nearly halfway through. So I've got 40 miles to go, about another 10 minutes. And for most of this time, I'm trying to keep quite low, but I'm in the foothills here and I'm flying along at over 6,000 feet, but my radar altitude is in the hundreds of feet. The ground altitude here is really high. So it's a bit of a struggle for the A10 to operate, as some of these mountains are 12,000, 13,000 feet peaks and even higher. And talk about the scenery, this map is looking really nice, especially out here in the mountains. The valleys are steep and deep, and it makes for some good terrain for flying and hiding from any pursuing enemy fighters. Still trying to stay off the radar and slip between the peaks. Don't have any enemy fighters in range, and there's no sign of the enemy AWACS or my RWR either.
Altitude.
I think I'm being quite stealthy out here.
Pull up.
Judging by my TAD, it should be just the other side of these mountains. I'm just going to do my final checks, make sure all my weapons are ready. I'm looking for this early warning radar, but there could be some SAMs or AAA down here still, so as I get within visual range, I want to have a little scan around and make sure everything is safe to approach. I do have a couple of enemy contacts on the early warning radar, 50 miles away, and they're not coming for me, so as long as I manage to stay out of their way, I should be fine. Okay, target's just appeared now, down in the valley floor. I'll get the TGP on target and start slipping around. Get myself settled. And then I can get my head down onto the screen. Autopilot on. Let's have a look. That looks like FARP. Oh, there's a truck. And there's an infantry person next to it, so I'll stick a mark point on that. You don't see anything to the south side of the valley. That truck. Nothing more to the north. Nothing around the FARP. Ooh, just slowed down a little bit too much there. Right, let's switch to mark points. Let's destroy that truck. That infantryman might be a man-pad, so I want to take that out. It's between me and the target area. Get that mark point selected. Getting close now, so I need to rifle off an APKWS. And that's fired. Let's pull away. keep my eye on it just in case. Impact. Well, I killed the man. Oh, it was just an RPG, but still. Looks like it was a little bit short of the truck. That's a little bit frustrating. Turn around, come back. Okay, I can see there's my early warning radar. Put a mark point on that. Perfect. And there's a headquarters building and a couple of warehouses. So let me loop around. I should be able to come back in on that truck. There he is, just to the right, and then follow on and get the EWR. Rifle.
Unfortunately, Shah Joy has been completely captured by the enemy, and their forces are now operational in the area.
Shacked one truck that time. Let's switch on to the early warning radar. Let's switch to GBU 12s and get ready. Get my pipper on the line and wait for the ball to drop. Line it up, level, pickle, laser on. Do have someone hot on me now, 44 miles away. Let's keep my eye on that. And that's shacked that early warning radar. So as soon as it comes up and acknowledges that, I'll select another mission. Perfect.
Fantastic work. Mission finished. Land at a friendly base to receive your XP reward. Mission waypoint is 2-1. Adjust your heading to proceed.
4 barracks buildings to destroy. Okay, there's the barracks. Get lined up on them. Rifle some APKWS. Give it another salvo. For the second building. 2 should be enough. High explosive rockets. Set those barracks burning and get them destroyed. I'll slew my targeting pod over. I was hoping to drop a bomb on them as I went over, but I didn't get my timings quite right. So I'll come around. Give them some more rockets in a second. Right, same again. Rifle 2, give it a few seconds. Rifle 2 more. Slew the target. And shacked.
Regrettably, Uleston is no longer under our control. Enemy capture teams are moving into security. We must stop them at all costs.
So again, as soon as they're dead, I will select another mission. If I can complete 2 or 3 missions here, I can collect all of that XP when I get back to base.
Great work. You completed the mission. To claim your XP reward, land at a friendly base.
Just destroying warehouses. That's not something I've had to do before. Normally, the warehouses are off limits.
Mission waypoint is 2-1. Adjust your heading to proceed.
But this time, I've been given a mission to destroy them here. So one thing I'm a little bit worried about is one of them's out there, but the other one is really close to the headquarters building. I'm a little bit worried I might splash it if I drop a bomb on it. I want to see if I can get these with rockets. If I can, that'd be good. I think they might be a little bit too beefy for rockets though. Let's see what damage 2 APKWS can do. Rifle. Impact. Doesn't look like it did much. What about guns?
Pull up, pull up.
No, not much effect at all. I wonder if I try more APKWS. No, it's not enough. Let's give it a 500 pounder then. Hopefully that drops to the side. No, we didn't destroy the warehouse. I'm not 100% sure what happened there. Getting worried I'm spending too long here, so I'm just going to have to stick a bomb in the middle of it and hope it doesn't do too much damage and splash that headquarters. Be cool. I shacked it. Oh, and it did shack the headquarters as well. That's really annoying. That wasn't my mission. Check the F10 map. Oh, yeah. Somebody did have the headquarters selected as a mission. So I did type in the chat and apologise to Cray for stealing his mission by accident.
Al, pull up, pull up.
And let's try and take this last warehouse building. That's destroyed. So yeah, sorry Cray. That splash damage effect was a bit much.
Great work. Mission complete. Land at a friendly base to collect your XP reward.
Alright, last mission is to liberate. So that generally means just destroy everything else that's here.
Mission waypoint is 2-1. Adjust your
As
heading
far
to
as I know,
proceed.
that'll just be the FARP buildings. Get those selected. And I do have some rockets left, so let's send them over.
Superb. Kanzadaha is now secure from enemy control. Protect our ground and air convoys to guarantee a successful capture.
Well done. Mission success. Land at a friendly base to receive your XP reward.
Alright, I think I've pushed my luck a bit far, so let's head back south. Just zig through this valley to the right a little bit and head back down to Camp Bastion. Put this hog on the ground, get my points and call that a day. Alright, 2 minutes away, lining up on the runway.
Altitude, altitude.
Right, just getting my speed down. Nice straight in approach. Doesn't look like there's anyone around. Can't see anyone on the ground taxiing. But I will pop some flares in a second, just to make sure that anyone can see me on my final. A few pock marks in the runway by the looks of it. I'll try and maybe float a little bit past them before touching down. Okay. Oh, there's still some more here. Okay, those are down. More. Oh dear. Broke my nose gear in one of those craters. But I'm down. Mission's complete. Still got a full load of mavs. And 8,200 XP claimed. Successful mission. Thank you A10. Thanks for watching.